Greetings, Jaguars, and welcome to a brief introduction of Focus 2, a career, major, and education planning system that's being offered to you here at Texas A&M San Antonio by the Mays Center for Experiential Learning and Community Engagement. So how can Focus 2 help you? So Focus 2 is a self-assessment tool in which it really does allow you to start answering those questions of how can I find a major that really does align to my natural interests and values and even skills. It also is a wonderful platform to really discover potential occupations that maybe you had limited knowledge of or perhaps hadn't even heard of at all. For example, actuary science. Actuary science is one of those buzzwords that they've certainly been growing in terms of employability, but maybe you don't really know, well, what major should I declare for that? What are the essential skills I should have? Are there maybe any certifications I should be discovering? Do I need to go back for graduate programs? Those are critical questions for any student at any level to make sure that they have clarity for. Focus 2 can offer that. We want to make sure that you're able to really map out your career plan and to make informed decisions about not only your career, but also your major. Now, please note that Focus 2 is, of course, accessible on any form of desktop or laptop, but the system's also very responsive to mobile devices and also tablets. So you can certainly take your career exploration journey on the go. Now, let's go over briefly the student dashboard for Focus 2. So there will be multiple self-assessment tools that you can certainly access within the systems. So some of those tools are actually the work interest assessment, which we will be going over in a little more detail. The values, personality, skills, and leisure assessments. Those are all ones that are really meant to identify how you are naturally wired, how you as a person, unique in all ways, really does align to, again, what kind of major, what kind of occupation, what direction could you go into? Your assessment results will really help you build this clarity to make sure that you are finding a path that matches to your personal attributes. Now, make sure when you are reading your reports to go ahead and save your favorites. Now, here's an example of what some of the assessments will look like. You will notice that they're pretty easy for any student to see. Again, they're meant to be very user-friendly. So from going on a 5-point scale, just rating, to even a card sort where it's actually a process of elimination where you really have to say, well, is this one more important than this other choice for me? Okay, I'm going to go with this top one instead. So it's a wonderful tool for you to kind of explore. They wanted to make sure to make the platform as easy as possible. Now, when you're answering these questions, really go with your first instinct, because when you have a tendency to overthink it, you maybe convince yourself maybe out of your own honesty. So we want to make sure that you're really being true to you and what your current situation is and what your reality is versus what you're thinking maybe others want to hear from you. Remember, there are no wrong answers here. It is about you and what your personal career and major exploration journey is going to be. Now, we do recommend taking 2 or more of the assessments. The reason why is that you can actually combine these assessments to get a more comprehensive understanding, well, should I go in this potential career or this major? So the more you take, it does help very much so. Now, for the purpose of this tutorial, we really are going to place emphasis on the work interest assessment. The reason why we want to place focus on that is that you will actually be given an result called a Holland Code. A Holland Code is a personality code in which not only can you do career exploration within the system, but you can also visit external sites such as onetonline.org to actually research even more so how these jobs actually will align to your personality. Now, on here, you will notice the actual explanation of some of the codes. Now, please note, sometimes there are some cases where maybe you have a tie between your first type 2 or again, your last couple. What we recommend is just going ahead and reading the description and really making that judgment call saying, well, which one really does describe me best? To be honest, you know you best, so we know that you'll make the right decision on that. Now, once you have your results, there is going to be a continue button. We'll be going over that also in just a bit. Recommend really continuing on with the results because what it will allow you to see is the potential career choices and the majors that are offered here at A&M San Antonio and how those really do complement one another. Now, you know what? Let's go ahead and access Focus 2. We want to make sure you know how to get to the site and you know how to actually start clicking around and really using the platform to its fullest ability. So let's go ahead and take advantage of that. Now, please note there is going to be a password for this. Our password is going to be career, all lowercase. Okay, so we are on the university homepage right now. A way that you can get to the site is actually through the Mays Center website. You can enter tamusa.edu/Mays, and it will take you to our homepage. On this page, you will also see some general information about what the Mays Center has to offer you, also some information about our virtual drop-in hours in case you ever just want to stop by and ask us some maybe follow-up questions again about your assessment or even set up a time with your career advisor. So you will be going to the students area, go to career exploration, now also on here, this is going to be another helpful resource, just FYI, that complements Focus 2 very well. It's called What Can I Do with This Major? This is actually a subscription service also that the university does pay for y'all to access it. It's just you do need to access it through our website. So just helpful tip on that one. But let's go ahead and log into Focus 2. So we will go ahead and click here. Again, going back to that access code, we will click career and then go ahead and enter your rest of your information. Now, please note if you are taking this for a first-year seminar course, please go ahead and note your instructor on the drop-down menu provided below. Once you have everything set up, you'll go ahead and click continue to go ahead and get into your account. Okay, so I'm in my student portal. Now, again, in here, you will notice a few things. There are some supplemental assessments up here. If you want to maybe ask yourself, how career ready am I? You can certainly do that. Also, if you do want to even start taking the other self-assessments, again, strongly recommend doing so. For this one, we will go ahead and click on work interest. And on here, again, it's going to ask me just star ratings. So first instinct, so if I'm reading this one, researching how fatigue affects airplane pilots' reaction time. Maybe that's an area that I am completely fascinated on. I will go ahead and click that and then continue on throughout the assessment. Once I have completed all my rankings, I will be taken to my Holland Reports. Again, that 3-letter code is certainly going to be helpful for me as I continue on in my journey. So I will have a breakdown explaining each of the letters for me so I can have a better, again, understanding of this. Then I will click continue. And then this part will actually show me what are the potential jobs or occupations that fit to that said code. And this is very helpful if I'm still perhaps an undecided student. I still have a lot of questions on where I can be in this new journey. This is a great resource for me to at least start the conversation. Once I click on a job title, and it will break it down for me. It will show me the task. It'll also refer back to the skills and the values. So in the home page, you can actually take your skills assessment, your values assessment. We recommend to do that because it will give you a more comprehensive report and a better understanding if this is really going to be an occupation for you. So the more assessments you take, the better combination you will see here. If this is one I'm interested, I just go ahead and click save. Maybe I enjoy the job duties, the skills, saved. If I want to return back to my home screen, go ahead and click the home icon, and I'm right back where I started. Now, also on here is if we also want to explore, again, the majors. So perhaps right now, I am a communications major. So if I click on communication, it will also show me a few things on here. It will show me, again, the common job titles that may be associated to my major, also the average salary. Now, another couple of columns on here are the green job and the bright outlook. Of course, green job, again, if it is geared to sustainability, the bright outlook actually means that, is this a job that's going to be growing in terms of hiring in the next few years? Is this an in-demand occupation that, again, more people are going to find employment in perhaps the next 5-10 years or so? So this is actually an icon that data is supported by national labor stats. Now, if you ever have questions about the system or you just need help on this, please note that our contact information is actually listed as a top part. We strongly recommend, again, if you have follow-up, to schedule some time and meet with your career advisor. Our career advisor team is actually broken up by colleges, so you do have a representative for each college. So please make sure to take advantage of that. Just having someone to bounce an idea off of is very helpful in this really critical time for you. So thank you again for your time. We hope this is a wonderful resource that can certainly support you in this really, again, exciting time in your growth and process. Please don't forget to connect with the Mays Center. You can find our information not only on our website, also via our social media platforms. We have an active YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Twitter, all the handle of @TamusaMays. So kudos to you, Jaguars. Again, we hope we can be of assistance to you, and have a wonderful day.